and I am 12 years old. Right here and right now, I am saying this TED Talk, and it's a little stressful. I want to say this talk wisely and clearly, though I'm afraid that stress or stage fright could kick in. I feel like I should use some comic relief. Now, for those of you who don't know what comic relief is, don't worry, because this talk will be all about comic relief. So first, let's take a look at Disney movies who are great at using comic relief. Almost all Disney movies have a hero. Heroes are a synonym of the good guys who save the day and solve the problem. Some heroes you might recognize are Merida, Simba, Rapunzel, Anna and Elsa, and Moana. Let's not forget another very important part of a Disney movie. Here are the villains, which are the bad guys, and they're the ones who create problems or disrupt the heroes from reaching their goals or missions. Some famous villains you might know are Mother Gothel, Ursula, Jafar, Scar, and Maleficent. Then there is another character group called the Allies, and they're the ones who help the hero succeed. They tutor or teach their student, which is the hero, to solve their mission. Some famous allies you might know are Mufasa, Genie, Moana's grandmother, Paddy the Troll, and Mama Odie. These characters are a very special bunch, the comic relief characters. They are very similar to allies because they do help the hero solve or complete their mission, but they are also those characters who bring the humor, silliness, and childlike behavior to the whole movie. They make us laugh by making silly mistakes and then eventually fixing them. Some famous comic relief characters are Olaf and Sven, Genie and Abu, Max and Pascal, Ray and Louis, and of course, Pumbaa and Timon. You may have also noticed that all of these comic relief characters are in pairs. It's because that in Disney movie, they interact between each other and crack all the jokes. Now, to make a clearer understanding, let's dive deeper into one Disney movie. The hero is Mulan, who wanted to save China and protect her family. The villain was Shan Yu, the evil army leader who wanted to occupy China. Mulan's ally was Li Shan, who was the general and trained Mulan to be a warrior. And then there were the comic relief characters, which were Mushu, the little dragon, and Cricket, the cricket. They helped Mulan, but they also made us laugh by making mistakes and, like I said, fixing them. So now we see the whole structure of Disney movies and their characters. But can we relate to this scheme? I mean, we also have missions in our lives, which makes us the heroes. Our missions could be a new sport, a new language, improving your skills, or simply not failing 5th grade. Our villains could be video games, procrastination, laziness. Our allies could be teachers, tutors, parents. It all depends on your mission. So the remaining question is, where is the comic relief? Can we add it to our lives? can it become a part of a new me, a part of the new us? Here are a few examples of my missions. So my first mission is work out every day with my family. And the villain for this would be the laziness when we work out. So the comic relief is playing silly music while we work out to motivate us. My second mission is to learn a new language, German. The villain would be procrastination and not enough time and the guts to do my German. The comic relief characters would be silly notifications from Duolingo the app, like your 23-day streak is in danger, or your German lessons won't take themselves. Me and my dad, also put around sticky notes around the house, which tells all the objects around in German. We also play silly games like who knows this word, or who finished this topic in Duolingo first. Die deutsche Sprache ist nicht einfach. My third mission is my winter mission, which is going outside for walks. My villain would be laziness and procrastination, because sometimes it's really boring. My comic relief would be winter snow activities, like building snowmen, sledding down mountains, or making snow angels. Also, we play winter snow basketball while it's snowing. But why not? Who knew you could play basketball with mittens? And my fourth mission is to play football without frustration. So my villain would be the frustration I get when I don't score in. So to deal with that, my comic relief is doing a silly dance routine when I don't score or when I don't save the goal. So now you see that with the right attitude, comic relief is in everything and everywhere. It can be from post-it notes to nature acts. For example, look at what happened to Olaf I made during winter. Just an act of nature, right? But we sent this out to our relatives and friends and all had a great laugh about it, which means we just created a comic relief. So now we see how comic relief makes an impact in our lives, including mine. During COVID and quarantine, comic relief is especially important to us to help and cheer us up. So I thought I'd recommend you some comic relief things and activities you could use. So the first one would be competing over silly things like maybe who makes their beds first or who finished cleaning their room first. And it can come out to be very useful. My second recommendation would be making food compositions, healthy snacks. That would definitely cheer your parents up. My third recommendation is crazy face filters. So whether you are calling your relatives or friends, you could put on crazy face filters, and you would of course have fun. And my fourth recommendation is singing in the shower. So pick your favorite song and make everyone in your house enjoy your singing. These ideas are only my ideas. Find your comic relief and use it. So find your allies and comic relief characters, defeat your villains, and reach your missions. One more thing I wanted to tell you. For our loved ones, parents, and grandparents, we are the comic relief. A call, chat, or just a joke will cheer them up, which helps them overcome their villains like loneliness, stress, sadness. A simple call or maybe a visit could brighten up their day. So my message to you, it is not only important to find allies and comic relief for yourself, but you have the power to become the best comic relief for someone else. Finding and being the comic relief could be a part of a new me and a part of the new us.